What's going on? Welcome to another segment of Family Meal with Chef Joe Longo. I'm here for you guys. Maestro, lower the music, please. Good to be with everybody. I'm so happy that you could join me. I know we're all going nuts right now, but let's forget about everything for at least another 10, 12 minutes and we'll knock out a couple nice recipes. Tonight I decided to do some chicken lettuce wraps. Now I'm going to take a little bit of creative license tonight. It's not exactly my restaurant recipe, but I really wanted to do something with rotisserie chicken because it's easy. Go into Costco or your local grocery store, get a cooked rotisserie chicken, and that part of the recipe is already done. It's got great flavor, they're nice and moist, and so that's what I'm going to use tonight. I cut the 2 breasts off the rotisserie chicken, and that'll be part of it. Now let me talk to you about the mise en place, right? Having everything in its place. I'm making 3 recipes, so I'm going to go kind of quick tonight. I don't want to bore anybody. We're going to make a peanut sauce, kind of a Thai peanut sauce. We're going to make the chicken filling, so to speak, and we're going to make a cold soba noodle salad, just to kind of garnish it and give it some jazzed up a little bit. Okay. Let's get right into it. I just wanted to show you real quick. I'm sure a lot of you know how to peel ginger, but maybe you're using a peeler. I just wanted to show you that the spoon is the best way. This comes right off. You can get in all the little nooks and crannies, and that's the best way to peel ginger. So there's a little kitchen hack for you. Let's go right to the peanut sauce. Peanut sauce consists, well, there's many peanut sauce. This is just a very basic one. I don't want to do anything too tricky right at home. I wanted to make it easy. I always have my one burner just to show you how easy everything really is. And what I'm starting with is a little bit of vegetable oil in here. I'm getting it warm already. I just turned the fire off. Let me turn it on. I want about medium heat. I'm not looking to really make it too hot. Once the oil gets hot, I have a little bit of Thai red curry paste, about a little teaspoon there. I have a little bit of rice wine vinegar, about 2 tablespoons. I'm going to squeeze some fresh lime juice in. And I'm going to use some coconut milk. Not the one that's similar to the almond milk, the Thai style that comes in the can. Unsweetened coconut milk. Very important. And then I got some chunky peanut butter. You could use smooth, I like the chunky peanut butter. Once my pan gets hot, very simple. We want to fry up that little paste a little bit. Just to kind of cook the rawness out of it. Let's turn the heat up a little bit. And I'm going to use this little rubber spatula just to kind of spread it in there. And Danny will show you. I'm just frying that little red curry paste in there. Wow, it already smells great. So that's the kitchen's gonna be hit with flavor right away and nice aromas. Okay, and I don't want to get that too hot. I'm gonna deglaze with my vinegar, my rice wine vinegar, and let that all kind of lift everything up. Let me lower the flame a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna add my coconut milk. About 2 cups, a cup and a half coconut milk. Okay, give that a nice whip, a mess. Give that a nice little whip. And just let that go for about 2 minutes or so. Let that just go 2 minutes. So now you just have the oil, the curry, the rice wine vinegar, and now you just added your coconut milk. And we're going to let that come to a nice simmer, about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so now you got that going. I'm going to push this over for a sec because I want to show you the finished one here, and I can jump into the cold stuff real quick, and I'll do the chicken last. So let's let that peanut sauce go. Get cleaned up a little bit here. And we're going to make this soba noodle salad real quick. This one's really awesome. I love this salad. It's a staple for me. It's great because here's the soba noodles. They're buckwheat noodles, has nothing to do with wheat. So soba noodles are actually gluten-free, which is awesome. There's also gluten-free soy sauces. Tamari, which is the sweet soy, it comes naturally gluten-free, but you can buy any of the Asian condiments gluten-free now. I've seen every single one from hoisin to you name it, they can make gluten-free. And we'll keep an eye on our peanut sauce as well. Okay, I got my noodles out, my noodles here. I cook them just like pasta. They don't take very long. You catch them when they're nice and cooked, test them out, and then I rinse them off. These I actually do rinse, get them cooled down, and then I toss them with some sesame oil. just to kind of separate them and to give them that flavor of the sesame, just like so. What I'm going to add to my salad tonight, I only had a few things on hand. I couldn't find scallions and a few other things, but no big deal. Tricolor bell pepper, I did a julienne. When I make a noodle salad, I like to julienne everything, only because I think it's a better mouthfeel rather than get in chunks or diced, which is okay, but to me, everything eats a little bit better when it's julienne. Let me turn down my peanut sauce a little bit. Okay. And you don't want to make it too hot over here. So this thing's looking great. We'll let that reduce for a minute or so. Back to the noodle salad. Okay. We're going to make a quick little vinaigrette. I call this the gochujang dressing. It's a Korean style dressing. I have a little bit of rice wine vinegar. I have a little bit of sesame oil, a teaspoon, and some sugar. I have a little garlic, and I have some of that gochujang, which is a Korean red pepper paste. Has a little spice to it, but it's also got a sweetness to it. It's one of my favorite condiments in the world. It's the best. I also have a little bit of soy sauce, and I bought some store-bought slaw mix. This is one of those kale mix, but even regular coleslaw mix, or if you have cabbage, but this is great because it's got the color in it. It's all ready to go. Very, very simple. I'm going to take a bowl. You can also do this in a little blender or with a hand blender. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of the gochujang. It's in every condiment aisle now. It's very, very popular. I'm going to take a teaspoon of the sesame oil, just a little bit. Okay. I'm also going to cut it with a little bit of olive oil as well, about another tablespoon. So far, so good. I got that minced garlic, a little bit of minced garlic, maybe 1 clove. Throw that in there. Okay. I have that rice wine vinegar, about 2 tablespoons. And I also have sugar. Put about 3 tablespoons of sugar in there, and I'll check it for adjustment. And then I just literally just give it a nice little whip. And that is the quickest little dressing that you can make right there. Like to taste it? It's perfect, man. It's really good. It's got the sweetness, it's got the acid. It's so delicious, it tastes great. Okay. Let me take some of these noodles out of here because, let's see. I guess we can toss everything in there. I'll make a big batch. Now I have my cooked noodles, very simply. Just going to start assembling the cold stuff. Okay? Actually, let me take a few noodles out. I got a bowl down here. Okay. Just so I have a little bit more room, sorry. All right, so I have my noodles in here, my chilled noodles that are tossed with a little bit of sesame oil. I'm going to add a little bit of that prepared slaw mix, like that. I'm going to add some julienne onion, julienne bell pepper. I like a lot of groceries in my salad. I'm going to add a few torn cilantro leaves in there, like so. Just tearing a few cilantro leaves in there. And now I'm going to take my dressing and right over the top. Okay. And you're going to be addicted to this little dressing. And then I just give it a nice little toss. Get everything mixed well. You know I like to cook with a lot of color. But I don't add color just because it needs color. I try to cook with what makes sense. And this just so happens to be a beautiful salad with a lot of color in it. And we'll let that sit. That's it. That's the noodle salad. All right, so let's go back to our peanut sauce real quick. So we handled our noodle salad with our gochujang dressing. That looks phenomenal. Let's go back here. This is looking real nice right now. I'm going to shut the flame off. Or I'm going to lower it real low. And now I'm going to add my peanut butter. And the peanut butter is the thickener. Okay, the peanut butter is the thickener. So I'm going to add with a little bit at a time, maybe a couple tablespoons, and just kind of whip it in there. And it's going to get nice and thick from the peanut butter. Let me shut that flame off. Okay. And then I'll just keep adding peanut butter till it gets thick enough. And that's basically a nice peanut sauce. So give that a good mix, incorporate all that peanut butter in there. I think the family can attest that this smells incredible right now.
Oh, yes.
And if you keep it loose like this, it's a great dressing for the noodles as well. You can add a little bit of rice wine vinegar to give it a little bit more kind of acid or the fresh lemon juice. And if you keep it loose, it's an amazing dressing, peanut dressing. Keep that in mind as well. So that's looking real good. We're gonna add a little bit more peanut butter. And I think that should be good. I can kind of wait it out for this one, so let me just put everything in there. Okay. And oh yeah, that's it. Let that whip up real good. And this is more of a Thai style peanut sauce. They make it, you can make one with just hoisin and rice wine vinegar. You can basically make a 3-ingredient peanut sauce, but now we're looking real good. And then at the very end, I like to squeeze a little bit of that fresh lime juice in there. It just gives it that nice little, extra little kick of acid that I think it needs. And that's it, folks. That's the peanut sauce right there. How's it look? Pretty good? Okay, we'll get that off the fire real quick. Be careful, always use your towel. And you got this beautiful creamy peanut sauce with the coconut milk and the curry and the rice wine vinegar and the little fresh lime juice at the end. And this stays for a good month in the refrigerator. It's a great condiment to make. If you like peanut sauce, you should never buy any, or you see how easy it is to make. It's not hard. Okay, here's our peanut sauce. So now we have our soba noodle salad to go with our wraps, and we have our peanut sauce. We knocked 2 of them out. Let's go to the chicken real quick, which I love to make this one. Now in the restaurant, I use the black fungus mushroom, and I do it with ground chicken or ground turkey. But to me, you know, you get tired of the ground stuff. Once in a while, you want to use chicken breast, or like I said, this rotisserie is the best. Can't beat the Costco rotisserie. Big chicken for, I think it's $3.75 for a whole chicken. It's the deal. Okay, I'm gonna push my fire over. I'm gonna get my saute pan here. I chose a more thinner, kind of lightweight pan for this because I want to almost do it like a wok. I want to kind of quickly cook everything. I don't need the heavy bottom pan tonight. I have that chicken breast. I just cooked the 2 chickens off. I remember when I was single, I would buy a whole rotisserie chicken and make like 3 or 4 meals out of it. I'd eat the legs for dinner, the breast I made chicken salad, and I made soup with the rest. This is just another avenue. I'm gonna pull the skin off. I may crisp up the skin later and garnish it with something. But for right now, we're just gonna take this beautiful breast. I'm just gonna slice it very thin like this. That's all. You can even pull it with your hands if you want it pulled, but I'm gonna do a very kind of thin slice. Okay, real quick. And you got this beautiful chicken. I like it thin because it's gonna eat well in the lettuce wrap, right? You want the lettuce wrap to be able to fold and not kind of get busted with some diced chicken. So this is the way to go. I started with a little bit of sesame oil, just a little touch. And I like to add, this is my preference, I just add a little bit of olive oil as well. Just to kind of cut it, because we already tossed our noodles with sesame oil. We don't want it too much. Now we want a lot of heat. We want to cook fast on this one. I'm gonna start with that garlic. Got about, I don't know, 2 cloves of garlic. Basically, it's how much garlic do you like? How much ginger do you like? And about the same amount of fresh ginger diced up. Okay, that should be good for what we're gonna do in this pan. And we're gonna let that go, get nice and toasty. What I'm gonna add to mine tonight, I got some regular little baby portobello mushroom. I had a can of water chestnut lying around. I have a little sriracha. I usually use a Vietnamese chili paste, or chili sauce, but I had some sriracha available. I got some soy sauce. I got a tablespoon of hoisin and a tablespoon of oyster sauce mixed. A little bit of honey. 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and about a 1/4 cup of chicken broth. Now, the chicken broth is going to make the sauce with the cornstarch. So while this is going, let's give it a nice little mix. Okay. And we're going to throw our mushroom in. I don't want to overcrowd the pan. I want you guys to see everything. And we're using soy sauce. We don't need to use any salt or anything or pepper. We have hot from the sriracha. We got the salt from the soy sauce. That's going to be perfect. So you got these beautiful mushroom with garlic and ginger. That alone, this smells incredible. Everybody's coming to the dinner table when you guys make this. Everybody. If you have a vegetarian in the house, I do it with tofu. Beautiful tofu instead of chicken. And I'll do a tofu one day for you too, because I'm a big fan of tofu. I know people, well, I can show you how to make tofu incredible. It's a lot different than what you may think. Anyway, I'm going to throw those water chestnuts in, which I love. Water chestnuts have a refreshing, almost like biting an apple to me. It just has a refreshing kind of bite to it. I love the water chestnut. Now I'm going to take that cornstarch and that chicken broth, and I'm going to mix it in this little bowl. And that's a slurry. That's called a slurry in the cooking world. And this is so you don't get the lumps of cornstarch in there. I just like to mix it until it's all incorporated in there. Just like that. And this is going to be our thickening agent for the sauce. We're going to use that at the end. These look great. At this point, I'm going to throw my chicken in there. Got that beautiful rotisserie chicken breast. And of course, if you use a bigger pan or a wok, you can really do a lot together. But we're just going to do a couple portions so you can really see how it looks. We'll let that chicken go. Now it's mixing with the garlic and the mushroom. Oh yeah, that looks awesome. That looks so good. Smells incredible.
Oh, I wish you could smell this. It's so good.
Okay, I have my beautiful wife doing the videos. I'm so grateful. Thank you, babe. Okay. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of soy sauce once around the horn. Making my sauce now. I got that sriracha, little kick to it. Little honey, give it that little sweet, right? Asian cuisine has a lot of balance of sweet, the whole yin-yang, right? I got that oyster and I have that hoisin going in, tablespoon each. Give that a little mix. And coat everything with that glaze. Oh yeah. That smells great. Yeah. And just let everything go. Now if you have ground turkey, ground chicken, do the same thing. It works great with the ground stuff. Really good. With this rotisserie is just no fuss. Now I have that slurry. And I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna give it probably all of that. Just like that. And I'm going to mix that up until it gets nice and thick. And you can see that sauce is already getting thick right away. That's the science of cooking with your cornstarch slurry. Okay, that looks phenomenal. At this point, I would add some scallions, which I couldn't find, but that's okay. Now, let's talk about a couple other things. Let me clear up real quick. I like to work clean. It's very important to work clean. Clean kitchen is clean food. Show me a dirty kitchen, I'll show you some bad food. Just the way it goes. The two can't coexist together. This doesn't work. Okay. Now, our chicken's looking good. I'm going to cut the fire off this chicken. What I like to do, I have some bib lettuce leaves. Bib lettuce leaves, we washed them with a little salted cold water. And when we actually patted each leaf dry, we took the time to do it. It's just going to make a nice kind of a better mouthfeel. Nothing's worse than wet greens to me. It's just a big pet peeve of mine when the lettuce is soggy like that. We like to do it family style. Now you can all set them up ahead of time and you can put some of this stuff inside and have it. But I usually do it almost like a buffet here. So I have my lettuce wraps here. Okay. I have my soba noodle salad, and I'll make a few wraps. I'll show you how I set it up. I got my peanut sauce, okay? I'm gonna use this little cup. And I have my I have a little finisher, sesame seeds and some more cilantro. Now let's plate up. Now if you can't find big lettuce, iceberg lettuce, perfect. You don't need big lettuce, iceberg lettuce is great. I'm gonna put some of my peanut sauce in here. People can take it as they need. The peanut sauce came out perfect. Really nice. Fill that up good. Like so. Make it nice. Usually put something like this. I'll take some of the soba noodles. And this is what I was plating up for, like maybe for two, like share plate. I take some of those soba noodles. I put a little bit of that. Make sure I got some of my groceries on there. Make this thing look pretty. Okay. Just like so. Keep your plate wiped down, nice and clean. So now you got two components there. Put a nice stack of the lettuce leaves. You got to put at least 5 lettuce leaves for everybody, because people, they're always asking for more lettuce leaves. Okay, something like that looks pretty good. Then I'll just take that chicken mix, and it's looking nice right now. You see how everything came together? It's got a nice coating on it. It's not too wet, it's not too dry. Beautiful, moist. I put this like this. With the mushroom, oh my God. We're eating good tonight, folks. And one last little bit. Let's tuck that in a little bit, make it look nice. Now, a little bit of sesame seeds. I even like them on the salad. I will do a little bit of fresh scallion at this point, and I got some nice cilantro. Leaves of the cilantro. What do you think?
It looks so beautiful.
Okay, and that's how you plate up the chicken lettuce wrap. This is I call it the spicy chicken lettuce wrap with the soba noodle with the gochujang dressing and a Thai coconut peanut sauce. I think that'll knock them out. Very, very simple, guys. You can all make this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys on Thursday. I'm just so grateful for everybody. Thank you so much. I wish everybody well. Good luck with everything. And just keep grinding, man. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Ciao.